Thinking is hard. Welcome to ETC. I'm here with my beautiful wife,
Bailey.
and my name is Josh. And today we are reviewing a card game.
I guess so, yeah.
I guess we're kind of reviewing it. We saw it in Target, and we're like, oh, that was kind of neat. And we picked it up. It's a game called
Let's Get Deep. And it's basically a game for couples. And we're going to show you guys. For the ones that are listening, you guys won't be able to see the box, but you can always Google it.
yeah.
But for anyone watching, we're just going to show you like what it is. It's kind of cool. It's just questions for couples. I don't know. I think it was a kind of a cool game because I don't think anyone knows everything about the person that they're dating or married to, you know? So just kind of, it's a game for everyone. So
I mean, the game
I think it could be for friends too.
Yeah,
I mean, it may be for
friends.
couples, but you can ask like, what pets did you have growing up to your friends?
Right.
So it's kind of cute.
Or for, icebreakers if you're getting to know someone.
Yeah. This would have been nice to do for like orientation for USF. Anyway. Yeah, like icebreaker stuff. That would have been fun. Okay.
So we thought we'd picked it up, thought it might be fun, and we're going to make an episode out of it.
Yep.
So thanks for sticking it around, and I'm sure we'll make this fun.
Yep. And so we're going to start off with 3 regular icebreakers. So I think those are more like the starter ones you start off with, and then we're going to go into more deep questions, and then we go into the deeper questions because there's 3 sets: icebreaker, deep, and deeper. So we're just going to start off with some icebreaker questions.
Yeah.
So I'm going to pick one right now. I'll pick the first one. The first question I have is going to the movies or watching movies at home?
Oh, it depends.
I think I'll speak for you on this one. For like Jurassic Park in the movie theater.
Oh, yeah, because you got to have that base.
But like if it's like Inside Out or like anything Pixar,
Yeah, if
I
it's
would
like
watch
a
it from
Disney
home.
family
'Cause
movie,
I
we can
cry
watch it
a
at
lot.
home, yeah.
I cry a lot. Like I don't want to be at the movie theater and cry.
Yeah.
So
If it's like a big blockbuster, you need to you have to see it in the theater to get the full experience of something like Jurassic Park or something with big set pieces and stuff like that.
Spider-Man was definitely a movie.
Godzilla and Spider-Man's a good one too.
Yeah.
You got to watch it in the theater.
The overall answer for me, I think I would say watching from home. I would watch from home.
Most movies I'd watch from home.
Yeah.
Most of them.
So I think that's a good one for that.
Yeah. You ready to go?
Yeah.
Okay.
The next question Josh is picking right now.
Oh, no. I think I know your answer on this one. Would you give up breakfast, lunch, or dinner? And why?
Ooh. I would... You know what? I'd give up lunch. Because...
Lunch?
Yeah, I would give up lunch.
Why is that?
Because I'm always busy during lunchtime, so I never really know that I'm not going to eat, or if I'm going to eat, whatever. Like, sometimes I forget to eat until, like, 3 or 4 because I'm so busy. So, I think I'd give up lunch because breakfast, I cannot live without.
Yes.
And dinner, I'm hungry. Like, I'm so hungry when I get home. So, I would give up lunch. That's the mid one.
You
whatever.
practically almost already give up lunch.
I practically already do. Yeah. What about you?
I'd probably... Okay. I wouldn't want to give up any of them. But I need breakfast, and I love dinner. So I think lunch, too, would be mine to give up. Just because if
breakfast.
can I snack?
I know that was my question. Like,
I can survive on snacks throughout the day, but yeah.
Eat like a really big breakfast with like 2 cups of coffee. I think you'll be okay.
You have to poop.
You have to poop. Well, that'll make you not want to eat anything.
Yeah.
What TV show would you want to be featured guest on or participate in?
Oh, I don't watch a whole lot of TV.
RuPaul's Drag Race.
I'd be down to be in that. Yeah.
I guess.
I don't watch
like
it. Like I wouldn't want to be in The Bachelor.
I know. I was thinking that.
That's too much drama.
I was thinking that one too, but
Actually,
I was like, I don't know why I would be on that.
The only reason I would want to be in The Bachelor is to do some of the crazy stuff they do on dates and stuff, like skydiving or crazy stuff. That's the only reason. But RuPaul would actually be fun, I think.
You could dress up.
You could dress up.
And you could meet
I'd
the
go
queens.
drag.
Like, what the heck?
I wouldn't do drag on my own, but if I had a professional dragging me up, ooh.
Oh my God!
Watch your man.
So he would do RuPaul's Drag Race, but you would be one of those like challenges where they like take a random person and they turn them into a drag queen. That's you, and I would be a judge. I would like to be a judge.
You want to be a judge?
Yeah, I think I'd be a pretty good judge, but I'm judgmental when it comes to like outfits, like what they wear. I'm like, oh, that was not it.
Yeah.
Like,
if you want to answer any of these questions, we'd love to know your answers. If you go to the YouTube our YouTube channel, which we have links for everywhere we post links. Just throw them in the comments. We'd love to know your answers. But yeah, you want to do maybe one or two more?
Yeah, let's do one or two more.
These aren't so bad. They're very
These are very
top level. They're very
Yeah.
icebreaker, very top level, but they're not bad.
What is your favorite dessert?
Ooh.
Tiramisu or Dole Whip?
I don't. Oh gosh. I'm going to say ice cream.
Like what flavor?
I'm gonna be generic because you could have lots of ice cream. But if I was to stick with only ice cream and one type of ice cream, maybe butter pecan?
Yeah.
Maybe.
I could see that.
But like ice cream, you can put with other desserts too as like a little compliment, like peach cobbler or pie or really a lot of stuff.
You can put it with anything. Cookies,
Donuts,
donuts,
brownies.
It's like any. It could. Yeah.
Ice cream goes well with everything.
Yeah. Okay.
Except for dieting. It doesn't go well with the diet. All right, you want to move on to the next level? Or do you want to do one more icebreaker?
We could do the next level.
Okay.
So now we're going on to the deep questions. So next we're going to go to the deep questions. And the first one we have is, if you could start your own business, what would it be and why? We've talked about this one before.
Should I answer that one first, or do you want to?
You go.
If I was to start my own business, oh gosh, that's honestly kind of hard. Because I have a couple of ideas, but it kind of depends on asking for help from other people.
That's usually how it starts.
Yeah, I mean, but if I was to start one by myself, it might be some sort of like IT business for like other small businesses. You know, I'll show up and fix their computers or help them set up small business networking, which sounds super boring, but I love it. It's fun. But what about you?
I would do either like a marketing firm or baking.
Yeah,
like
you could
a
open a
bakery.
gluten-free bakery.
Yeah, definitely.
I think if we were to start
It's
something,
not very
it would probably be one
popular.
of those two.
It's not very common, so there's like 5 places that we can go to that
And those places are always popping.
And that's only in Tampa and Clearwater, so that's a big area, and to only have 5 places to eat, it's like kind of hard. So I just want to, if I were to make something, it would be something for like allergy people. Yeah. Like top 8 allergens.
I can see if you and I were to open a business together, I can see us opening either a marketing firm or a gluten-free bakery / cafes sort of thing.
Yeah.
Or a food truck.
It would be craft
gluten-free
cafes
food
competition.
truck.
What movie scared you the most when you were little?
Ooh. Oh my God.
My
I
God.
remember this one. I don't know. You might know the answer to mine. Maybe if I start talking about it, because I think I've told you about it before. So, you know the Goosebumps movies?
Oh, yeah.
Like from
Is it the dummy?
Like the 2000s? Yeah. Night of the Living Dummy or whatever. I specifically remember it was back in like the house a couple houses ago in like Waterview or something. We were sitting in like a guest room, I think, and I remember the bowl of ice cream that I had and everything. And we put in the movie and it started up and the dummy came on screen and I was like, nope, and I left.
Oh.
That was just too much.
Who watched it? Was it?
It was
just
me
Ben?
and Ben. It was me and Ben.
Did Ben watch it?
I don't think but we didn't watch it. I think Ben was a little freaked out too, but more so because I was, because he was really young. We can.
I don't
remember if we can find it, but
you probably can.
It was.
You look up the Night of the Living Dummy. I bet it's there.
I don't know. Dummies would freak me out.
Goosebumps was creepy. I literally remember being in Catholic school and there was this one episode. It was a ghost. And, like, the ghost was riding his bike, right? But he was riding his bike into the air, like, vertically. And that, I remember freaking me out because it was right before Halloween.
Yeah.
And I was like, bruh. I didn't even know that was... He was just riding it up to heaven.
Yeah.
Just taking his bike back. Like, it was a story about a kid that had passed away in a river or something. Yeah. Like, he fell in the river and he passed away. But that he, like, missed his bike or, like, someone moved into that house and this kid was living there now. Yeah. And then all of a sudden he saw his, like, bike, like, the bike that was left, like, disappear and just, like, ridden, like straight and then, like, just up. I remember seeing that and it was so scary.
Oh.
It was so scary.
I remember, so I think... what I had, like, it's not like I hadn't watched Goosebumps movies before. I'd seen at least the one with the mask or whatever. Well, like, makes like a Halloween mask that makes a kid become like a evil monster or whatever. Mm-hmm. And that one wasn't so bad. So I, probably watched a couple others, and then I grabbed the one with the dummy on it, and that was it. That was
The
no more
dollhouse
horror
one is
movies.
scary too. The scary doll.
I don't think I saw that one.
I think
And I think I stopped watching Goosebumps movies after that one.
Yeah, I would too. And that dummy actually pops up in the new movies with Jack Black in him.
Yeah.
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 Same one.
I'd be down to try it again, to watch it again, but like that was
that a movie?
way too scary.
Or
Yeah,
a TV show?
It was like,
I remember it was a
the
TV show.
Goosebumps movies, they made a bunch of movies based off the books.
Okay, yeah,
Like
I watched the
old
TV
2000s, 1990s books.
The TV show
movies.
is the one I watched.
Oh, maybe
Yeah.
it was the show.
That's okay.
Yeah.
So the movie that scared me when I was little is The Mummy. Those little
The Mummy?
roaches.
The Beatles.
The beetles, and they'd crawl on your skin. I remember my mom and I would watch movies like late. I didn't have a bedtime when I was younger. Like I just fall asleep at like 9 or 10, and then I'd wake up at a normal time. I slept through the night.
Mhm.
So I was like 6 or 7 when I watched The Mummy, and then I remember just watching the whole thing, being freaked out about the bugs, and then I had to go to bed. And I was like, oh my God,
They're gonna be
these
sleeping.
bugs are going to be...
You're gonna be feeling the bugs crawling over you as you sleep.
And I already have sensory issues, so like whenever I see something gross, I can like feel it on my skin, or like my hair touches me. I'm like, oh. So yeah, I think that's where that came from.
Those were good movies though.
They
You don't like it because of the bugs?
Yeah,
Is that
just
what it
because
does?
of the bugs.
They're not
Mhm.
They're a little nasty at times.
I just don't like the scream, like because it went at his heart. Like I remember that one. It went at his heart, and I was like, oh.
Yep.
So anyway, that's that one.
If you had to pick a catchphrase, what would it be and why?
What do I say a lot?
Is it gluten free?
That would be mine. That would be mine. Yep. Yes, that's everything.
Okay, well now that I've said what
Is
your
it
catchphrase
gluten-free?
is, what do you think my catchphrase would be?
Oh man.
I don't know if there's. I rotate through things I say all the time.
Yeah, you do. I don't know.
That's okay. I can't. I probably have one right now that I'm using all the time, and I don't even realize it.
Yeah, I don't even realize either.
Because I'll like watch a YouTube video that's like referencing or reviewing an old movie or something, and then that catchphrase will stick with me for weeks.
Yeah, I would say maybe yours is like, well, actually, because you because you try to
Well,
actually, yeah, that would be yours for me.
Oh.
You like to explain things if I'm like not accurate. You're like, well, actually, fact number 27,000. It's not a bad thing. It's just funny.
I try not to mansplain too much. But sometimes it just comes out.
Yeah.
I'm just like, wait, that's not quite right.
Well, actually.
Well, I mean, if you just, Oh, okay. This was nice. If you could live anywhere in the world, where would you pick?
Here in Florida. Seriously. Like, that's it. I don't want to go anywhere else. I really don't.
Never?
Mm-mm.
Never, ever?
No, I mean, like, where would we live or where would we go?
Yeah, live.
No.
If you had to...
No.
If you could, you'd stay there forever. You're stuck there.
Here.
You'd stay in Florida?
Yeah. You know what's really nice about Florida, though, is I went here for school-wise, I was here till I was 10. I'm so sorry. I was 10, yeah. And then I moved, so I missed all those, like, middle school, high school drama times.
Yeah.
So I feel comfortable here. Because in Texas, when I go back, I'm like, there's just, like, some cruddy sort of past back there, because high school is kind of, full of drama sometimes, and middle school and all. So, I go back and I see, like, the few friends that I miss, and then I just come back to where I feel comfortable. So, and it's here. And the East Coast is honestly the best. Like, it has the best water, in my opinion. You're gonna say like the West, aren't you? Like different.
I would definitely. Waves.
we got the good waves. We got sharks and alligators. What are we missing? Tornado. We get hurricanes. But yeah, like all my family lives on this side too, like the East Coast side, and yeah, I definitely think that Florida, I would choose to live here forever. Disney's here too, so that's like another big factor. Is it's like an hour away. So, what about you?
Yeah.
Colorado.
Probably.
Yeah.
Or somewhere in that. Like I like the mountains and
Yeah.
stuff. I'm not a huge fan of the ocean.
Like
I mean,
Tennessee?
it's nice to visit, but somewhere with mountains and it's cool. I don't like hot. I want to be able to work outside and not die from heat exhaustion in the summer, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I don't mind the snow. I mean, now I've never lived in the snow, so I'm sure people that have snow are like, "No, you don't want it." But, you know, I don't mind it.
Driving in it.
Oh, yeah,
it,
I'm sure that's no fun.
driving in it.
That's why it's just stay home all the time.
Well, you have a lot of like off work days too, because you can't get to work. You
Yeah.
can't, like, especially if you're on a hill and you don't have 4-wheel drive car.
Well, teleworking, I'm sure, would be
Well,
a thing to do.
yeah.
And that's what
for
I would love
some
to do
people.
is telework all the time. But hey,
If you could time travel, what time would you go to? The 80s. And why? The 80s because sorry. The 80s because I don't know, the fashion, like just the aesthetic that was put out on movies. Like I'm not sure if it was like that all the time, but
Yeah.
the movies they put out, it just really like it really made it look really like I'm sorry, really it made it look cool. So
Yeah.
I would live in the 80s, and I also the John Hughes movies and like all the movies that came out in the 80s. The Goonies, like all those movies are so good. Like I would have been to every single movie in
Yeah.
the theater. The movies now, no. So anyway,
Right.
that's why I would go to the 80s.
if you had to live in a certain time, like you could not go back. What
The
when
80s.
You would go live in the 80s?
Yeah. I don't need a phone. I mean, now if I was going from now to there,
Yeah.
I would probably have a bit of a separation issue because I am with my phone all the time.
Yeah.
But if I were to just go live there and I didn't even know about a phone, like a handheld phone, yeah. Now I don't know what my job would be. I'd probably copyright or work in like the newspaper
Yeah.
industry, magazine, probably.
Yeah, magazines. I
You
can
know,
see.
nothing's really online yet. I'd probably learn how to use a computer. Probably
Yeah.
be one of the first people to use a computer. Would be nice. But yeah, what about you? What time period? I feel like you're gonna choose like the wild west,
Oh no.
or
no,
like
no,
the
no.
1800s. Like
Oh,
that
no,
just is
further
your
back.
vibe. Oh, further back?
Yeah, I'd want to go further.
You want to be
back.
a caveman?
Not quite. I don't know. I would love if I could visit. I'd probably want to visit like Greece or Rome in their heights, maybe, just to get some better insight. Mainly because I've been watching a lot of YouTube videos on Greece and Rome, and there's just a lot of stuff we don't know, and it'd be really cool to see what it was actually like and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But if I had to live in a certain time period, if I was stuck there and couldn't go back, I would think, and I think about this as like as a business or whatever, basically, I'd go probably back to 1700s, just before electricity was invented, and invent it myself. And then become super rich.
Okay.
Invent electricity and the steam engine. Bam.
Oh my gosh. Okay, that's smart, I guess. Okay, now we're gonna go to deeper questions, which I think these will probably be more personal.
Okay.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Okay, when did you feel the greatest sense of accomplishment?
I think so far in my life, my greatest sense of accomplishment would probably be, now professionally, landing a job here in Florida. That was the most relieving and accomplished that I'd probably felt. And I guess that entire thing,
It worked out perfectly.
like everything. Just with coming to Florida from Texas, just that entire sequence of events, I think was just flawless.
Yeah,
And we were super lucky and super fortunate to have that happen.
Mm-hmm.
I think I got kind of lucky with the job, and you know, I worked hard. It wasn't just given to me. It was tricky trying to find a place to stay. Well, the place to stay was not too bad because we had your uncle and aunt
Mm-hmm.
assist us with getting us on the list.
Yep.
But just how it all timed out, I think that was probably my best sense of accomplishment is when we moved in here. Like we'd driven the truck 18 hours overnight, nearly died 3 times or so, and moved everything into the house, took
And
the
the
truck back, and we
weather.
were done.
The weather was perfect.
Yeah.
Not a single. I don't even think it rained once.
Nope.
Our whole time. It was like
Yeah.
sunshine the whole time, which
I think
was
that was
very lucky.
that was probably the biggest sense of accomplishment when we were finally moved in, and we just could like. I mean, there's a lot of work to do still to get completely moved in, but we were here.
Like the first
And
week.
then I had a job after 2 weeks of being here,
Yep.
you know, being on leave from the army. I think that was probably my biggest sense. But
and then COVID hit.
and then go.
So like we really
it timed
were.
out great.
Yeah.
But what do you think?
Did you did a business and a personal?
Yeah, let's say the person. Oh, sorry. If you want to be more personal, then making the ring for you.
Oh,
How that turned out,
Yeah.
making the engagement ring, I think that was probably my biggest personal sense of accomplishment. Right, like if not tied with moving here with you.
Yeah. I want to agree with the one you said, personal, but I don't want to copy it.
That's
So
fine.
I guess I have to like.
I mean, it was a team effort.
I gotta
getting
move
here.
it around a little bit,
It was
but
a team effort getting here. So
well, that's true. But I would say like finding you.
Oh.
Because like past relationships and stuff, you learn what you like and you learn what you dislike, and so to find someone that like fits like basically all the categories that you've been looking for, and on Tinder, like basing it off of like just few text messages and stuff like that, I think that's a really big accomplishment. And then it actually working out. And I think I think I've told you this, but like back then I literally like had this feeling where I was like, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna be with this person.
yeah.
Like I'm pretty sure like this is the last time I'm gonna ever have to go on like a date,
Mm-hmm.
So, and then work accomplishment, getting my degree. I think that's a big one.
That was very big.
I think that's another really good one. So yeah.
Oh, this one's a good one. And I think something we've more or less talked about already.
Mm-hmm.
How has your relationship with your parents evolved throughout your life through today?
Ooh, this one's good.
Yeah.
Do you want to go or do you want me to go first?
You go first. I read the question.
So I don't even know where to start. I guess I could start from like middle school, like when I lived in Colorado. My mom wasn't really home a lot, so I was closer to my dad, but even I would say like even my dad was busy and stuff like that, so I really wasn't close to any of my parents, but I would lean on my dad more, if that makes sense. And then in high school, I started to lean on my mom more, but there's always this like, daughter mom complex where it's like they fight.
Always kind of
Butting heads, yeah. And so we did do that, but she was also like the closest person I had back then too. And now, like in college, I do talk to her like every day. We don't really talk like personal things anymore because there's really not many personal things going on anymore.
Yeah.
But in high school, like everything was going on, like your hormones and all that. So like, and I was living with her, so there was more opportunity to talk about those things. But like now it's just more like catching up and TikToks. And back then I think I really resented my mom because my dad and I were close, and so her and I would butt heads more because I was like, what happened with you and dad? Like, why are you guys not together anymore?
Yeah.
And like I realized that Cameron and my brother and my mom were close, and I was just kind of like I felt left in the dark back then. But now I kind of see it in her eyes, so I understand like why the relationship ended, and it made her happier. And in return, I would say like the relationship has went from like okay from middle school to like good. Like it's not perfect. Like obviously like no relationship is perfect, and there's some things that I'm still like working on getting over, of course, but it's good. And then with my dad, we talk like once a week or once every 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So, it's a lot different than when we all live together, but overall, yeah, it's good. So, I'm able to talk to both parents, which is nice. Not everyone can say they talk to both parents.
Right.
There's not really like a sense of like, oh, my parents were like narcissists or anything.
Yeah.
No, like I talk to both of them. So, and one big thing I think about, because when we become parents, like you can do your best, but your best still may not be good enough for your child. Like you still may have, certain issues that you're working through, and like you're still growing too. So when you're raising a kid, you can only do your best.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So what about you?
So I think my relationship with my parents has been kind of the same. Like our relationship back and forth has been more or less the same throughout our lives, but my opinion of my parents has maybe changed. Like for my dad, early in my life, my dad was working a lot, and I understand why he was working a lot, partly because he's kind of a workaholic, and partly because he was a workaholic so that he could provide for his family, because he that's what he thought he was meant to do, is make a lot of money, send it all back home, and come home and visit and take us on vacations and go do fun things. But unfortunately, we didn't have that relationship because he was gone so much. And that was just one side effect that I don't think he anticipated. And so it's not that I would resent my dad, is that he would come home and want to go do these things that we had never talked about before or whatever. And my brother and I would not really want to go do them, and neither would my mom. And my dad had some issues. And then with my mom, it's like, I love her, but there was just this, I don't know how to describe it. We weren't super close. Like, I wasn't super close with either of my parents. You know, I loved them to death and, you know, appreciated what they did for me, but we just aren't super close. You know, I would often get home and do my own thing. So it wasn't a bad relationship. It was just kind of, we were all kind of doing our own sort of things. And my brother would often have to go, you know, do his games and stuff, like soccer and stuff like that. But yeah, my family wasn't super close. And I think that was partly because of mom and dad's arguments. But I think nowadays it's gotten a bit better. We're all, I think, a little bit closer than we used to be, despite being so far apart. I can, you know, have conversations and go do fun things with my dad because I understand what he was trying to do and what he's still trying to do. He's still trying to be a good dad. He just doesn't know how to do it, at least very well. He's trying.
Yeah, I would say your dad's a really good dad, though.
He's trying. He means
really
well.
He does try.
And then my mom she does a lot of her own things, and I know she loves me, and I love her, but we kind of are on our own paths, and I love to go visit her and talk to her and stuff like that. But yeah, and then my brother and I, despite being brothers, we haven't been super close, but I think we have the opportunity to be closer.
So I would say, because you added your brother in there, my brother and I were, like, when I was younger, we were close, but the closeness didn't really, like, the really, really closeness didn't really hit until maybe, like, freshman or sophomore year of high school for me, because he was in 5th grade, 6th grade, whatever, and that was really cool.
Yeah.
Because him and I could talk about things. He'd come in and, like, show me memes. Like, I just felt like such a cool sister because, like, he wanted to be around me, you know? Like, even as the younger brother, he still wanted to be around me. Yeah. So, yeah. And, like, even before I moved, like, when I moved away, he was actually sad. Yeah. Because he realized, like, he's, you know, not going to be able to come in my room anymore and, like, see me and stuff. But it was just kind of nice to, it is nice to have that relationship and be able to talk about things, and for him to be able to text me and, like, update me on what's going on and, like, ask me questions and stuff. And we're actually following, like, each other's paths, like, oddly enough, like, we're literally in the same path right now. Like, he's 4 years behind, but in the same path as I was 4 years ago, if that makes sense. Yeah, so it's cool.
Aw, this one's cute.
Okay.
What is something that I do that makes you feel loved?
Something that you do that makes me feel loved is like when I'm sad, or like when I'm just, like, really going through it, you listen and you're like, oh, I'm sorry, and then you, like, hug me and you're like, you're doing such a good job, you know, just so you know, you're doing such a good job. And then just, like, picking up a load that I just, like, am just exhausted and, like, I can't do, or, like, I can do but I really don't want to do. Because I just want to, like, take a nap, or I just want to, like, relax for a second, and you're like, don't worry about it, like, I'll do it, you know. And back then, like, I was like, oh my god, like, I think because my brain's always fueled, like, if I don't do something, then either one, it won't get done, or two, I'll feel bad that it didn't get done by me. So I'm just training my brain to not think so stupid. So.
And I think one thing that you do for me that I think makes me feel most appreciated and stuff is kind of like a random hug. You know, you'll come up and say thank you and give me a big old hug. And it always feels very nice. What
is your love language?
It's hard to say.
Pretty sure his is physical touch. Mine is words of affirmation. So that basically actually
translates.
That translates very well. So yeah, a random hug. Physical touch.
You want to do one?
Yeah. Oh, wow. Wow. Okay, this one's really good. I honestly don't have an answer for this one yet. So, when will you have made it in your eyes?
Oh, I think I've made it when I think we have a house and maybe a junior.
Mm-hmm.
And like I think I've made it when our family really begins.
Mm-hmm.
And I know that sounds like that's not an end at all. Like, well, it's the end of one part of the journey in life and beginning of another. And I think that's my next made it, is that when we are prepared and we have started our family together.
Mm-hmm.
You know, no offense, Lucy, you're still our baby.
Yeah, she's still gonna be part of the family though in like 7 years.
She's old.
She might be like 20. Honestly, I could see her living to like 30.
Oh God!
Like that sad cat.
Have to
with
carry
the
her around.
Oh.
Get her a kitty wheelchair.
Oh.
She is so cute.
Precious. You know what's really funny? Like, I am the type of person who's like, I hate to say it, but I'm like never really fully satisfied with what I have, even though I had been working for what I wanted. So like the internship and the next level of like my current job, I'm excited to get to, but I know when I get there, I still won't be satisfied.
Yeah, that's kind of how I feel with like the whole starting the family. Like that's one made it. There's one after that too.
There's so many made it.
Yeah, there's one after that too.
For me, there's not really, I don't know, I guess maybe when we're retired and we can do like whatever we want and there's really no like goals.
Well, I mean, yeah.
There's like really no goals anymore. It's just kind of like chilling.
I know
hanging.
When we retire, you're going to be bored out of your mind.
I am going to be so bored, but I will still have plans to like go do things, like it won't be like a when have I made it situation.
Oh yeah, you're going to make plans
made it.
for every day of the week.
Yeah, I am.
I'll be
seriously, I'll be
around.
spending hella money. That's my bad. I do that. Like seriously, I like ask any of my family. They're like, she always wanted to go do things like all the time, and we already just came back from the beach, and now she wants to go here. It's like I would. My mom would be like, Sunday is rest day, and I'm like, bruh, because I have to sit at home all day on Sunday. Like when I didn't drive, so I was younger, but I knew that Sunday was boring day. Mm-hmm. I would literally call it boring day because I knew that it was like laundry day and like get ready for the weekday and like nap day, and I was just like, ugh, Sunday fun day. Like Sunday fun day. I always wanted to do something anyway. Yeah. So yeah, I don't think I have I think retiring would be my made it moment.
I can see that. I can retiring and then, visiting the kids and grandkids.
Yeah.
I think it's a good made it too. Cause
like, yeah, I definitely will feel like we have made it when we start our family and like we're both secure in our jobs and have a house.
Yeah.
But it'll still feel like, I don't know why, but it'll still feel like something's missing. Yeah.
There's still more goals
like
to reach.
I have, like, it's so weird, but like sometimes I'll be like, look, I have literally everything in this pool right now, but this pool floaty isn't in the pool. Or like this alligator like is not in the pool or something. Like you just something's missing, but you can't really tell what it is. So weird. Anyway, so yeah, that's my answer. All right, next.
So I think so I'll read this word for word. What is the grossest thing I've seen you do? And I'm wondering, is that me asking you or you telling me the grossest thing that I've done that you've seen?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so what is the grossest thing that you've seen me do?
I really don't know. I think I know what mine is for you, or like for me, but whatever. Maybe like, you really don't do anything gross, but like picking the belly button lint out of your belly button. Like, you
gotta clean out your belly button.
That might be something. Like, you don't really do anything gross, so Oh. He wears clothes for like 3 days.
Oh my goodness. They're
like,
clean.
Yeah, but you wear them for like 6 hours a day and outside.
Not underwear though.
Hot.
I change my underwear.
You do change your underwear. Yeah, your underwear. But you stink.
I do not stink.
Belly button lint. That's the real answer I'm going with. Okay.
For you, I don't know. You don't do a whole lot of gross things either. I mean, your period really isn't that gross. I mean, it's just natural. I mean,
I didn't do my period. My period did me. Okay.
True.
It's not my fault.
I don't know.
I think you would say my contacts.
Yeah, I can see.
Uh-oh.
I
You just had an aha moment, too?
I don't think it's gross, but it's frustrating.
The toilet seat?
You pick out your contacts and throw them on the carpet floor. And then I walk around the house and crunch.
Yep, they're on his toes.
And then they get
they're
stuck
on my
between my
toes,
toes.
too. They're on my toes.
Well, then
So
stop putting them on the floor.
Basically, I get in bed, and I fully know I still have my contacts in, too. And the bathroom is like 5 feet away.
Yep.
Literally 5 feet. But it just means that I have to get out of the comfy, warm bed when the AC is running. And I have to take out my contacts. And I don't want to do that. So I just take them out in bed, and then I throw them beside the bed. And we vacuum, but I know it is kind of gross because they're little glass shards, basically, that are dried up from my eyeballs that are now on the floor.
And then I step on them.
And I do step on them, too, and they do get in between my toes, and I get freaked out because I think it's like
a roach.
A roach. And it's not a roach because we don't have no roaches.
No, ma'am.
There ain't no roaches or nothing. What's one thing I don't know about you? I'm trying to, I'll let you do this. I'll think about mine. Mine's very random.
That's kind of gross.
Can I go?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so I used to do dance. This is so random. This is like the first thing that popped in my head, so I'm just going to say it. But I used to do dance, and this is an embarrassing moment, actually.
Uh-oh.
So I was the only one that was doing like a drill team solo, if that makes sense. Kick line and whatnot, but it was solo, so it was just like a dance, and I did to like some One Republic song. The stage was so small, and I had been practicing on this big dance floor. There was an audience of maybe like 60 people. I forgot the whole thing.
Oh no.
And that was sophomore year of high school. And I had invited my friends, and they all came.
Oh, and you didn't know what to do.
I had did a leap off the stage.
Oh.
And then I had asked them to restart the song. It was embarrassing. It was so embarrassing.
Oh.
It was so embarrassing. And it was at do you know what the Texas Air Balloon Festival is?
Sure, a little bit. I think I've been once. Hot Air Balloon?
Hot Air Balloon Festival?
Yeah.
It was there.
Oh.
Yeah, I was performing there.
Oh my.
Yeah. So I had them restart, and I did the dance.
Oh goodness.
But I had made it all up.
Oh.
Because I could not do the whole dance on this floor.
Oh no.
And I was practicing on a floor this big, and it was this big.
Teeny tiny.
So small, and I was I don't know I didn't know how to adjust back then.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the first time I really, really messed up. I messed up so bad, and my friends were there, and they were all videotaping too. I'm pretty sure they may have a video. Seriously.
Oh my.
My mom had a video,
ask.
and then she deleted it.
Oh.
Yeah.
We should ask your friends if they have it.
We should, for real.
It'd be funny.
Sierra and David were there.
Nice.
It was so embarrassing. When I tell you that's one thing you don't know about me, I embarrassed the crap out of myself when I did that, and I still to this day remember it like it was yesterday. It was so bad.
Oh.
It was so embarrassing, and the next week was just so awkward because I was they came to that, and I was in such a bad mood too.
Mm-hmm.
I was so upset because I was embarrassed, and when I get embarrassed, I just shut down.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was so bad. Anyway, that's mine.
So mine's a bit gross.
Mm-hmm.
So be prepared. I used to. I don't do it anymore. I clip them properly now. I used to bite and chew my toenails.
That's okay.
That was a pretty bad habit, but I swear I
how
use
old were you?
tools.
5?
Oh no.
Oh.
High school.
2 years ago?
Like high school.
Oh, okay.
So
that's some high school boy shit, so it's okay.
I mean, because it was.
Ew, did you eat your scabs? I ate my scabs.
Oh yeah, all the time.
Oh my god, I would eat my scabs like chips. It was so gross. I would have a knee. Oh my god, especially this knee one.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I was also in the same boat as you.
Buffet, huh?
Ew.
A kneecap buffet.
Ew. No. I didn't eat my knee one, but when I'm saying I would have when I was younger, I would eat my scabs. It was disgusting, but it would I was literally eating myself.
Oh my.
Like, if you think about it, you're
Mhm.
literally eating like the dead flesh that like,
Yeah.
yeah. I would eat it. I don't know. It's so weird. That is so weird. But yeah, that's another thing of mine, I guess.
What do you consider cheating? It's a spicy one.
I think I consider it cheating if the person knows, like the person you're dating knows that the person that they're talking to has a crush on them and they're like feeding into it and like flirting with them
Okay.
as well, like back,
Yeah.
you know, and they're not like shutting it down. Like they're still texting them.
Yeah.
To me, that's like emotional cheating. And
Yeah.
that's far in my eyes. Like, you don't even have to actually cheat on me, but if you know that person likes you
Yeah.
and you're
can see that.
still texting them
Yeah.
and you know that the other like me, you know that I would not like that,
Yeah.
and you're still like, what? Then I would be like, okay,
Yeah.
so like I don't matter, I guess. Like, and that sounds, that does not sound toxic. I was about to say that is not.
It's pretty average.
That's pretty average, yeah. Like
Yeah.
there's probably some crazy answers, but
Yeah.
and then of course like cheating, like legit cheating.
Oh, well, yeah.
So.
Physical cheating.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
What about you?
I'd say the same. I was going to say basically the same things, but in my words, it would be you are having a conversation or a relationship with an individual that you know is interested in you, and you are
Egging it on.
adding to that, if you will. Yeah. Yeah, egging it on.
Yeah.
Like you're playing into it and
Mhm.
not making it clear, hey, we're just friends.
Mm-hmm.
I have a significant other.
Mm-hmm.
And it's especially worse if that person doesn't know that you have a relationship with that person at
Oh
all.
my God. Yes.
And then but anything beyond that is even more cheating. So like physical and stuff. So I think
Yep.
I think in the sense of emotional cheating with like sending texts and stuff, there is a point where it can be recovered. I think. I've never experienced it myself, but I would imagine there's a point where that can be, stopped and recovered. However, there is also a point where, nope, relationship should be over. Like, hey, if you're making an active effort to keep this from your person, your significant other, and continuing this relationship with this person that's interested in you, and you are now clearly interested in them, I think, that's kind of it.
Yeah.
And once someone is cheated, it's hard to trust them again.
Yep.
Yeah. So
Agree.
yeah, I don't trust cheetahs.
I don't trust cheetahs.
They're too damn fast.
Should we do another one?
Sure, one more. How is that a deeper question? Here, this is the deeper question.
Josh.
Prepare a snack together now or cook a meal together later.
Josh.
What? These are more like dares.
If you could relive one day, which day would it be and why?
That could be super cliche, but I'm wondering if there's something earlier in my life that, I don't know, not to say my life was super boring or anything. There's a couple of moments that I would like to revisit and redo maybe, like just a little bit different, like ask more questions or talk to more people, because I've always been kind of shy. But I think if there was one day I had to like relive in its full entirety, I think it would be our wedding day, which sounds super cliche, but like from what I can remember, that day was just flawless in my eyes. I mean, there was minor issues here and there, like your toilet backing up and stuff. But I think, at least for me, it was, if I had to relive it exactly how
Just
it
to,
was,
like,
like
feel it
exactly
again,
how it
same
was.
way.
Yeah, same feelings and everything. It would be
Yeah.
our wedding day.
Yeah, same.
Now
That's the same.
there's moments where like I'd like to go back to maybe like my birthday at my grandpa's and just to remember that more, and maybe ask more questions, talk to him more. But yeah, if I had to really relive a day, moment for moment, and feeling for feeling, it'd be our wedding day for sure.
I would say the same day. I think maybe another day. So definitely the wedding. But another one would be maybe like my first time going to Disney.
Yeah.
I mean, I was like I was literally like a month or two old. But if I could remember it or like see like, the castle, or like even maybe like if I want to get emotional about that, the last full day, my mom and my dad were really happy with each other.
Yeah.
I'd like to see that too. There's a few. I would also like to, there's really a lot. Maybe like the day that I was supposed to break up with my ex-boyfriend and I didn't because I was scared that he would like beat me.
Oh God.
Yeah, man, there's a lot. Like maybe losing
redo that day.
how I would react to like losing a friend. Like
Yeah.
You know, because back then I was like, whatever, but I could have, you know, worked it out, more communication, because now I'm older. You know, back then I wasn't, and I didn't understand. There's so many. Maybe redo the dance. Know that there's a smaller stage. Go check it out before I actually went.
Redo the dance.
Redo the dance. Do it right. Yeah, there's a lot. There's really, really a lot. I'm trying to think of anything else, but I think those are main points.
Yeah.
Meeting you.
You would want to relive that day?
I'm trying to think of anything else. Yeah. Anyway, so.
Well, I think that's our episode.
Yeah, that's it. This game is really fun.
Yeah,
it's like
Let's Get Deep is a good one. I'd love to maybe play it with friends, but be more careful. Not have them ask all of the sexy ones.
Yeah, no. There was one where it was like, do a sexy slow solo dance.
Yeah, like what?
And I was like, okay, like that one could work for a friend because you could just go do it.
This would be fun to maybe like have a guest on and ask them questions like this.
Yeah.
So, but yeah,
we could bring this to the beach
cool.
today.
Yeah, this is actually some neat questions for couples.
Yeah.
You know.
Do you want to keep playing after?
Sure.
Yay. Anyway, so that is the end of our episode today. We really enjoyed this game. So if you guys are interested in getting this game, we found it at Target, but I'm pretty sure it's
everywhere.
It'll probably be everywhere, like Walmart. Amazon would probably be the next one. If you guys are interested in watching our episodes, more of them, you guys can check out YouTube or anywhere there's streaming. So Spotify, all those fun places. But yeah, we will see you next time on
ETC.
Bye.